First tonight, we've got breaking news in Southeast Houston. A man is dead after an officer-involved shooting. Look at this live TransStar shot. Several frontage lanes of the Gulf Freeway are still blocked at Monroe Boulevard, where the shooting happened.
HPD tells us Vice officers were trying to arrest a man as part of a prostitution investigation, but he sped away and crashed his car. Now, police also say 2 officers opened fire when they say the suspect was reaching around in his car and refused to obey commands to stop. No officers were hurt.